Okay, ladies, so let's get right on into this. So I'm gonna show you something that I was looking at on here. I'm gonna read it to you. I don't know whose channel this is, but it says, "Girlfriend, baby, I can't come. It's raining. Side chick, she's on the way." Meaning she'll come in rain, sleet, snow, come hell or high water, she coming. That's what side chicks do, or that's what this person is trying to represent, or whatever. Be it good or bad, is just that. So let's get on into this. I'm gonna tell you all something that I do for my friend girls that have helped them for the last couple of years, since I had a career change. First of all, most of my friends, well, actually, none of them were into like tarot, astrology, numerology, and things of that nature. Birth charts, none of that. They were not into it, not a fan of it, didn't really believe in it. It was taboo to them. It's something that I kept a little secret that I've been into since I was in high school. So when I got into it, I was very slow to allow people to know what my career change was, what it was going to be, because I really wasn't certain. So long story short, the first year I was public with it, um a lot of my close friends were going through some of the same things that was coming through my cards, unbeknownst to me and unbeknownst to them. They was just pretty much clicking on, when I came to YouTube, they would click on the video, just like it, because that's what made your channel kind of move and tap into the algorithm to circulate you around YouTube and whatnot. So they were just doing that for the support. So they slowly but surely started watching, just piece by piece, more so the Divine Feminine video, because it pretty much, a lot of women watch it, although Divine Feminine are not just women. So long story short, their lives were coming through the cards. I didn't know it. They didn't know it. They were dealing with things. So after they got comfortable, they started asking me questions about the cards, questions about themselves, questions about their companions. We started finding some things out and like, So we decided to come up with a very private group. And we have a spy group. And this spy group entails us, when one of them or all of us feel like something is off with a person that we're dating, that we're seeing, that we like, that we have strong interest in, we spy on them. Because my friend girls, some of them are in some very high places of life, and they can spy. We can see where they fly, when they fly in, when they fly out, where their reservations are, with certain hotels they stay with, when they rent vehicles. So we spy professionally, and we spy astrologically, and we spy through tarot. But this is the difference between the type of readings that I do for them versus what I do for y'all. We created a sex reading, and the sex reading was when one of them would feel like there's another woman involved. What type of sex is he having with her? What does she do? Because a lot of women are so experimental, and I'm not going to say people are losing their relationships because they're not open, but some women, they're just into more. It's just simply said. So a man would be one way with his quote unquote primary person, and another way with another person. See how that side video, that side chick message came up? Some women get down with the get down. So y'all, this is what I want you to do, because these readings I cannot do on YouTube, I can't do on TikTok, I cannot do on Instagram or Facebook, because it's too explicit. The kind of questions that you need to ask, this is what I'm going to recommend. When you feel like you're in a third party, you want to definitely check his level of experimentalness. How experimenting is he with this other woman or other women? And we get down to the nitty gritty of cheating. We don't just ask, is there somebody else? We ask about race, we ask about age, We ask about size and we ask things as far as, you know, if he is spending money on a woman, if he has moved her, if he's paying bills for her, if he helps out the family. Because also, I couldn't show all of my friend girls because some of them, first of all, some of them you may recognize their faces, but some of them also deal with some NFL players, so a couple celebrities. So so they like to find out those type of details to leverage things out. Because I'm gonna tell you something, you would be surprised what women will do to try to get a man, especially if that man makes money. And a lot of women, I'm just going to say this publicly, a lot of women get played so much by men that make money. They think because they're the side piece that there's something great, there's something grand. That's not for me to say if you are not great or grand. But sometimes you just a piece of ass on the side and you are doing something that that primary woman is not doing and not willing to do, period. And some of the women, you know, they know they're locked in with their man, their husbands, their boyfriends slash companions. They know they're locked in, but some women just know they know their man's appetite and that curiousness in him. You know, and plus, you know, just wanting to be certain. So you need to check things like that because it will definitely help you understand him. And oh yeah, let me tell you this. We brought Cherie in, and Cherie, you know, she loves astrology. So that she and I have in common. But because we had a good little crowd on Saturday. Um, so when you want to compare yourself to the other woman, not comparing as if she's more attractive, as if she's more sexy, you want to see the birth chart of her because that also shows the spiritual side of her in ways that he's not really recognizing, realizing. So you can, you know, kind of gauge spiritual warfare. You can gauge spiritual attacks. That is something that I did. I'll honestly say that's something that I did in the last, probably about the last 6 to 8 months after I got certain people's real names, real birthdays, place they live, and things like that. Even a couple guys, so I could understand the type of attacks that were being sent to me. That's also why I'm being a little bit more vocal about those things. So we brought Cherie in for the astrological part to help everybody out so I wouldn't be overwhelmed and so I wouldn't be burnt out because it was a lot. But we really had a good time. So I'm gonna stop for a second and see if y'all have any questions. But we have spy parties, and when you spy on a man, tarot is good. It's amazing. And of course, you know, most tarot readers do not use tarot cards for what it was geared for because tarot cards, no harm in it, but the cards were created years ago to help us understand our spiritual journey for our own individual life. But in most relationships, you know, specifically romantic, we find out other things that people are doing behind our back and planning to do. Oh yeah, also we have a certain time that we get together on Zoom and we look into travel because like I said, some of my friend girls that they are upscale and their guy friend, you know, their companions, and there's one person, her husband is upscale, they travel a lot and sometimes they travel in separate directions. So they recommended me putting this group together for them because it gave them like a place of safety. Like, I don't know why. Sometimes when I think about that group that we have, I think about Sherry Shepherd. She's such a safe space with her television show. I just always think about her being safe. So they look at me as a safe space and resourceful. That's why I bring Cherie in and one other person. I can't really speak on this other person. Yeah, but we bring another person in for a different type of reading, just in case, you know, a person really feels like her male companion or boyfriend is down low, bisexual, or just gay and using her as a mustache. Again, I can't get it's you. The internet has become so sensitive. So they're putting a lot of caps on what we can and cannot say. But y'all, all I'm gonna say is, honey, we use some old-fashioned words. I'm not about to sit up here and lie, fake or front. So if you understand old-fashioned words, then you understand. We also have this term called, that's when I started using it in the channel. Y'all just didn't know that. When I would say old school hoe or po hoe, because those are certain type of lessons that a man is learning from a woman. Like if she's a po hoe, that's just somebody that would do something with a man. She don't really care who he is, and he giving her just some scraps and change. A po ho mentality. She'll get it on her back. She'll get it on her knees. You know, he has something that she likely desperately needs or seriously wants. But she a po ho. She don't use her brain to make her money or to get money. She use her body. Old school hoe. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all something so y'all can, y'all can go ahead and tag me in the comments. I'll let y'all have that. Most of my friends call me an old school hoe. Closed legs get more than open legs, so I keep my legs closed. That's how I was taught, how I was trained, and that has definitely worked for me in my life for a long time. One time when I had my daughter, when I was fast, when I was a teenager, that's when I got, and that changed the game for me, honey. I went right back to my, to my people ways and that old school hoes. Old school hoes to tell you, you get more with your legs closed than what you do open. And if a man is sleeping, especially when you know he's sleeping between you and somebody else, you always make it easier for him to sleep with her. Because I promise you, at some point in time, he's going to look, even if he doesn't like you a whole lot or love you, he's going to look at you like, why does she not like me? Like, why she don't want to sleep with me no more? Why she don't want to talk to me? Why she don't want to come around? And if you're in his heart space, he's going to look at you like, okay, is it somebody else? What she got going on? Who she sleeping with? What's she doing? And I promise you, he's going to take care. An old school hoe gonna always be taken care of. He's gonna always make a way. He may go and screw that same side piece and get money from her, and he gonna take it right back to that old school hoe. I promise you. I promise you that. I don't know where this new thing comes from. And we're gonna break down status because my girls, like the ones I couldn't put, well, I could have put them on camera. I like to keep certain people hidden in my life. When you are dealing with a man of money, of status and money, that's the last man you ever are to be easy with. Because those men are highly sought after by all types of women, high grade women, low grade women, high profile women, low profile women. It don't matter. High status women, low status women. Anytime you open your legs to a man that already has money, he already has status, he already has power, ain't nothing you got to offer him but some pussy. Because you don't have nothing tangible to offer him. So the easier you give that up, the easier he know how to, he's just going to place you. You're going to be put in a category. He's going to always look at the woman that keeps her legs closed. I don't care how big she is. I don't care what her physical look is. Because see, he can change that. He got the money to change it. He can get her nutritionist. He can get her a trainer. He can get her surgery. He can take her off her job. He can, he can neutralize her, make her a house girlfriend, housewife. He can do those things. But he's going to always look at that woman that don't open his legs to her, because it's going to make him look at his manhood like, everybody else want me, why does she not? And she's going to be a challenge. He's going to pursue her, if nothing else, but to prove to himself, I'm going to get her one way or another. But I don't know where this mess comes from. The more you sleep with a man, the better off you, the easier you going to get him. I don't know who told y'all that, honey. I don't know where you get that from. So yeah, so those are the type of things that we do, and I've been busy this year right here, because I got something else that really is really really good that took place in my life. I can't tell y'all until next year, but I will remember to tell y'all because I have it written down and it's right there, so I do not forget to tell y'all, and I probably will show y'all. But so I haven't been able to meet with them because sometimes we meet like 3 times a year. We will travel to each other. But this year everybody just came to me. One of my friend girls, she flew in late and she got here almost at the end of just a casual party. But she got all her questions coming in because her man 7 figures, almost 8 figures now. So yeah, if you're going to spy, you need to create ways to find out everything, not just about him, but about her. And to anybody in here, I'm not here to judge you where you are in life, because we all are on different schedules and on different levels. But I'm gonna tell you, for anybody in a third party, you should be your first and only priority. You should not be so concerned what another woman is getting. You should, because if you're gonna play the game, play it right. You shouldn't give a damn what she get. You should make sure you getting yours. Now you know that's different for wives and live-in girlfriends, because they gonna play the keep. Anytime you willingly sleep with somebody else's man, first of all, when you know it, he has you in a category, whether he tells you that or not. It's programmed in his mind. But you shouldn't be so concerned about what the next woman is getting. You should be getting yours. And trust me, we ask questions. Let me see how I can phrase this. We ask questions like backdoor. If she and he are doing the backdoor, so y'all know what that means. Because I've said that before. We ask oral. Does he perform oral on her? Does she perform oral on him? And believe it or not, ladies, there are a lot of women out here that's licking butts and nuts. Earl. Yeah, so we ask those kind of questions. We ask about their friends that we know about. We have their name. Um, so a person did something with everybody's name to put them in order. We ask about the friends, what the friends have been hiding from us, keeping from us, family members as well. We check them out. And we also looking to see if the man and his friends, like, are into threesomes. Because a lot of people don't understand when it comes to just tarot, that tarot will make you think that a man could be bi, tri, or, on the DL, but it could be for various reasons. A man that's very experimental, open, a man that does things in the energies or atmosphere of his friend, like guy friend. And when he's sleeping with another woman or women, if they are very experimental and open, and they have multiple men, and another man is sleeping with, if two different men are sleeping with a woman, and one of the men are like bi, DL, tri, something like that, that energy can rub off on your person. And I'm not saying, like, they may become that, but when you doing cards on them, tarot cards, it'll show that yes, that person, that is them. So it can be confusing. So that's why we brought Cherie in to look at some things astrologically, to understand some things from a chromosome perspective as well, because we just get down to the nitty gritty. So I wanted to share that. And sometimes it's best to keep that private. And these are with people that you trust and that you truly feel like you know enough and they know enough, because the questions get down and raunchy. Because one person asked a question and we all was like, what? And she was like, y'all never thought about that? And we were like, no. Put that down. I said, text me that question. Text, so I don't forget that. Text me that question, because I would have never thought about asking something like that. So yeah, so that's when you spy, you got to learn how to spy right nowadays, because there's so much that we as women have to feel like we are competing with in life or relationship, and you just got to make your choice. I will always say, when it comes down to the game, the best way is not to play in it, not to be a part of it at all. But then there are times that you're in it and you don't know it. Then there are times that you in it when you find out and your heart is in it. When your heart is in something, you're going to want that person, you're going to want it to work out, and that's the truth of the matter. So for me, in the situation I was in, after I had three things confirmed to me, and I got the proof, because I got with my girls to look up some stuff to find out where a person was traveling, who he had been traveling with, and we did some other little things. So after I got three things confirmed, I started my prayer life changed. I began to ask the Holy Spirit to guard my heart and to help me fall out of love with that person, because it was a deep betrayal to the soul of me at that time. So when you have those, the deeper your feelings, you know, the more entangled your heart is going to be, and you will likely be with it. But the less feelings you have to it, you be like 2 tears in a bucket. F it, you can have them, because I don't even rock like that. And then you just stay out of it. And you go on to the next when you feel like you're ready. So I'm going to take a few minutes and see if y'all have any questions specifically that maybe I can help you all with. Because it's a lot out here. And I just feel like we as women, if we helped each other, maybe we wouldn't be so catty. So, you know, maybe women wouldn't be so messy or just so combative with each other. Learning to unlearn to relearn. Absolutely. I agree with that statement. Anna, Anna, we don't, when we, it would be hard for me to say, to offer like a quote unquote membership, because we don't, you know, now I'm not gonna lie, some of my girls do break me off very well. I'm very, very grateful and blessed for that. But it's not a membership thing with these women, because I know them, I've done life with them. And again, we do favors for each other. Um, we do favors. We look out for each other in life in places that, you know, that if we met a new friend, we couldn't trust that person. But we go to each other's home. And like I said, we sometimes travel together and things like that. So respectfully, I wouldn't be able to bring you in, not on this side. That's one of the things that I'm going to start doing with the Clubhouse though. Because that, I was thinking about that, I can ask certain questions on Zoom. So I'm gonna get into some of that. Just keep watching the Clubhouse. So anybody have any questions? You know, unfortunately, ladies, third parties have become a normal. I'm not saying that it's normal. I'm not saying that it's right, but you got to make it right for you. Your safety is best. You know, for me personally, I like to just do like my dad told me, do the process of elimination and bow out. But when you find out a man is sleeping with somebody else, don't open your legs to him. Keep your legs closed. Make it easy. Make it easy and comfortable for him to go sleep with somebody else. Keep your legs closed. I live by that. I live by that. I don't care how fine he is. I don't care how rich he is. I don't care how wealthy he is. And after this situation that I have, you know, been dealing with for the last few years, you can't fool, nothing can fool me, because the spiritual attacks are so aggressive and it's so much. They ain't easy to deal with. So I don't deem it being worth it. Me personally. So that's an idea, but what's the name of those cards? It's the sexual magic tarot. That was one of the decks that we use, and I think I used, yeah, they still up here. I forgot what box these came in. I can't show them y'all because they're so explicit. But it's some sex cards that I got from off of Amazon, and one of them decks real raunchy. So I would just definitely use that. And then for us, we tailor made some things to very specific situations to help people in the room. When you feel like you attract the same type of man, especially if it's a man that maybe married, maybe have a girlfriend, always attached to somebody else, you can always check your bloodline to make sure that there's nothing generationally trying to stay attached to you energetically, spiritually. But I will always recommend just change the grade of yourself and go up. I promise you, you will, and that's the grade of you. And if you feel like I'm a good grade now, you will definitely begin to attract another man of a higher grade. Men are going to try us. It's life. Men are visual. They like what they see. If they can get it, they gonna get it. I think the ones that are married that cheat, that's just who they are. The ones that have, the whole baby mama, if a cheater is a cheater, if that's who a person is at their heart, you cannot change that person. That person has to want to change for themselves. And life will teach them. Because, I don't know if y'all have seen the videos on TikTok of this guy. He interviews men all the time, and it's older men. And almost every man says the one thing he wish he would not have done was cheated and played around so much because he missed a good woman to play. But you cannot change a player. When you feel like you keep getting the same type of men, upgrade yourself. Change your standard of men, and you would have to know what that is because you know how you date and who you date. Change the grade of men. Change it up. CC, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was traumatized a couple years ago. But that's what these experiences are meant to do. They are meant to traumatize us. But we're not meant to have a trauma bond. Out of your misery will come your ministry. And out of something bad, there is definitely some good. When you have a bad relationship, a bad experience, I personally believe that is time for us to look at self, to examine ourselves and look at our insecurities, look at our self-esteem, look at our own behavior patterns and begin to be real with us. And then again, change the grade of men and be more strategic. Sex is a part of life. It's not unnatural, it's natural. Some people like it more. Some people, are kinky with it more. What we have to do, I believe, as women, is close off. We can date, but keep our legs closed. And we have to gain some sort of self-control over Miss Peaches so that everybody does not have access to us. Because I would rather be disappointed 100 times, 1,000 times, 100 men. I would rather be disappointed by 100 men or 1,000 men than have slept with 100 men or 1,000 men that has laid inside of my body. I think, and now there's this thing with this body count. People don't have enough self-respect to regard the body count. People that they lay inside of or that lay inside of them. Disappointment is a part of life. And when the more we're disappointed, it helps us say, you know what, I'm going to gird up my loins. I ain't got to give my goodies away. You'll make a man earn it. And we still may miss in making somebody earn it, but everybody won't get it. Everybody won't get it. You will have a certain standard that a man would have to live by, and the pursuit would have to be there in order for you to want to make him have it. You feel me? So I truly pray in the name of Jesus that any trauma, any unhealed trauma that you are dealing with, that you will resolve it and that you will become the butterfly that you are and transform your way of thinking about yourself, transform the way you're thinking about men, transform the way that you think about dating and relationship, and transform the way that you think about sex. I've had a hard time with sex in my life due to the sexual traumas that I experienced as a young child. But I'm going to tell you something. That right there was a thorn that I had to deal with. I had to deal with that in order to see people, not just men, but people differently. And I had to learn that sex is okay. And some people like it. Some people love it. Some people are in love with it. And then some people lust over it. I had to find my place in it and become comfortable with it. And not be judgmental, because I was judgmental, y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and fake in front. I was judgmental and I had to work on that side of me. But it was due to the trauma that I did not deal with or wasn't dealt with properly. But there is a relationship. And now, we have to be careful with the internet, because the internet makes us feel like a particular relationship is, we have to take one person's relationship as our, don't do this and don't do that. No, you have to discover yourself and discover the kind of person that you want. And then pursue that, or allow that energy to pursue you. Hey, overseas. Spying is a natural part of life now. Be it unnatural at one point in time, I'm not certain, but I'm going to speak for the now. Spying is a natural part of life. And my friend girls and I, we have decided, if we feel something funny, when I say I don't know what I'm feeling, but I'm feeling something, we looking, okay? Excuse me, we are looking. I ordered some cards just for us to have on Saturday. Go ahead, love, Ladybug, ask your question. Yep, you're welcome. And you will meet that man. All men are not dogmatic. And ladies, for those of us that have, experienced men that are dogmatic, it's not just for us to blame them, because we have to be accountable. They did no more than what we allowed them to do. And that's one of the hardest things for women to accept and to say. We always want, some women want to always, he played me, he dogged me, he's a narcissist, he's a manipulator. Well, the first signs we got, we dismissed them. We were dismissive to that first set of behavior patterns that was showing us or telling us to sense that something is off or wrong with him. And we could have done it from, like most of us, because of that heart chakra. The heart is so in tune. But again, when the heart is in tune with a person, or your heart is open to a person, it is challenging because you have a love for them. Or if you're in love with them, you got more than just a challenge. You just open sometimes. But that was something that I had, me personally. I don't want to be in love. I don't desire that. I'm just gonna be honest. I do desire to love a person in life. I don't desire to be in love. I think I've learned some difference in being in love and loving a person, because I feel like when we're in love, or for me personally, when I was in love, I didn't have guard, I didn't have boundaries, and I got hurt. And that was my most traumatic relationship, or my most traumatic experience with relationships. And this happened at the age of 40. So I was like, I didn't got about all these years, and boom, boom, boom. After that, I got hit by a train, then a bus, then a dump truck, then here come another train. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah. So I don't desire to be in love, but I do desire to love someone, because I need boundaries. I want boundaries. Yep. So each to their own. I would just say, find your place in life. Do what works for you. You cannot listen to anybody. That's even with me. If I say something that you personally do not resonate with, it's not for you. No matter how much I share my experiences, if you don't resonate with it, don't make it stick to your life, because likely you shouldn't want it anyway. Yep. So, Ladybugs, do y'all have any questions? And if this has helped anyone, especially with spying, yes, we live in a time that we got to be extra careful. We have to be extra sure and extra certain who a person is to us, because who he is to us may not be who he is to somebody else, because men live multiple lives. That was something that I experienced in my 40s, and I was like blown. Men live multiple lives, and that's just that. So you got to see who he is to you, and if you know it's somebody else, okay, well, who is he to her? If there's multiple hers, okay, who is he to her number one, her number two, her number 3, her number 4. You got to go on down the line. And some of these men that have become, or that may even still now be dogmatic, I can't say that I think this season is necessary in their life, but I do believe that they are going to learn something about themselves, and the sooner the better. Some people, it just takes a little longer. Leslie. Yeah, when it comes to marriages, people don't value marriage how how they once did. People get into marriages for arrangements, for money, for status, for good looks, for popularity. Um, but it's challenging to see a marriage for love. And ladies, while we're on this, my daughter and I were talking about this just a few minutes ago. That's why I came up here and did this chat tonight. But my daughter and I, we were talking about this, and this is just our opinion, because we did find out tonight we had the same opinion about something. But a lot, you see how like the internet, like when a woman is pregnant and she has a husband or a boyfriend, and we're seeing footages of him helping her change like her undergarment, so to speak. Like when you're still menstruating, so to speak, but he's helping her change the intimate parts that should be kept private. I think sometimes I'm working on that as well, being mindful of what we put on the internet. Sometimes we put so much out that we make ourselves an open target, and the devil just takes darts at us. Because when you got a good man, when you got a good husband, I'm not saying that you got to hide him, but you don't have to flaunt everything you do with him on the internet. And especially when it comes to the intimacy of him helping you change, your undergarments with your pad or a little pull-up thing after you've had a baby. That's intimacy. We can't be intimate with everybody, with everything. We have to choose. We have to be selective with that, and that's what she and I were discussing tonight. And I was like, why are women and men doing that? And I'm gonna tell you something else. When you have when you have your person in your life, you don't have to hide him. But honey, it's too many thirsty women out here. It's just too many thirsty women. And you see all these videos that women openly make about, having no problem with being a side chick, a side mistress. They got no problem harassing you, no problem stalking you. They got no problem screwing you. They got no problem looking at where you are, and your man has become a target, and he's sought after by women. We open up the door for the devil to come in. It's open when something is natural. A picture is nice, and I get it with content creating, but you have to realize that the internet is a devil's playground. It's a devil's playground, and I did this video a couple weeks ago, but I'm gonna share this with y'all in case I didn't in case you missed it. People were saying, where's Steven? What happened to Steven? Nothing happened with Steven. When I met Steven, I was out of town on a trip. So as he. When we met out of town. We don't live in the same vicinity of each other. So we knew we would have either had a long distance relationship. I told him off the jump, I wasn't willing to do that. I want my man to be, in the same area I'm in. So when I want to see him, I want to see him. So I didn't want a relationship. I was looking for a friendship, but yes, I wanted to have sex. So people just don't understand truth, another person's truth. So nothing happened. I showed y'all that women are out here dating. I'm doing what I want to do, when I want to do it, and with who I want to do it with. You understand what I'm saying? So you pick and choose what you post or what we post. But when it comes to the intimacy of your relationship, being too intimate with the internet, with your real relationship, Stephen was not and is not a real relationship. Now, he's a good acquaintance of mine. You know, well, I could say good friend. You know, he's becoming a good friend of mine, but he wasn't on that type of But that was something we knew when we met because of where we were when we met and how we met. So yeah, I just want to say that you don't have to hide your person, but damn, we ain't got to put everything out there. You having a baby, you're showing everything. He undressing you, putting your pad on. I'm just like, well, what's this for? And I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this right here. This y'all might not agree, but I'm gonna say it. Those of you women that have these highly attractive men, honey, you got enough problems already with that. He look good. Women are already going to notice him. That's not you being insecure. So why you want to show the whole world your man and make him a target? Women giving out free pussy by the pound. I'm the only one that think that. Let me know. That's not an insecurity. I don't think it is. But I'm just saying. Why you got to post him with his shirt off, with his little jeans on looking good? You need to be beside him when you showing this man. He got a woman, girlfriend, wife, whatever you are. It's some true holes out here. The holes are different. And these holes are in different, they in every area code now. They overseas. Oh my God. I don't understand that. So I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna tell y'all this because we having this live open chat. Anytime I post about a man over here, it's more than likely. That's definitely not nobody that I'm serious with. You know what I'm saying? I'm open about sex now. I've been trying to have some sex for the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But when I get a ring on my finger, you may see something of him here and there. You might see a finger. I might show you his toe. But I'm not finna show you everything I do with my man. And if I do, you're gonna see me sitting right there. Cheesing up. Posted up. Until then, This is the devil's territory. When you get the devil something real to play with, he gonna play with that. Yeah, so I'm just saying, man, you got to be, wise as a serpent, but gentle as a dove. And then for me to post a relationship that I really would have with someone on the internet with all the scrutiny that I'm still under and all the psychic attack that I still endure, from, my twin connection, it would be pointless. I would make that person a target. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that to my man. I'm not saying I made Steven a target. That's why I never showed his face. But I definitely wanted to show that, yeah, it's okay to date. 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 But you got to be selective who go in your bedroom but I want y'all to know I'm a woman. I'm a grown ass woman. It's dick 30. It's time for some sex in my life. So yeah. That's it. CC, you're right. You might see your arm and that's it. And it might be the chicken wing of his arm. But yeah, you got to be careful how you show these men, honey, because women too thirsty and they don't care. They don't have self-respect. So good and goddamn well, they do not have respect for you. They'll see your man out intentionally. We're talking about that on Saturday. They will see your man out intentionally and try him. And the friends ain't friends. You feel me? The friends ain't friends. Your friends trying to get your man because they're single. Especially, like my friend girl that got these high paying men. They make good money. They drive nice cars, luxury cars. You got to keep them to yourself, honey. Keep that man over there. Don't bring him over here around these hoes. Just a chicken wing. Just a chicken wing. And that's not insecurity. Coochie does not have a face. It got a feeling. He will go in there. Get in there. Yeah. Hey, big girl, won't you back it up? Yeah, he'll go in there. You see these women, they got more backdoor stuff going on. They letting any man back door. They were trying to turn that man out. And there's a grand move with sinister women. Come on now, y'all. Antonio didn't educate us about the sinister woman now. They look good, they feminine, but they sinister. They evil as hell. You feel me? Oh my God. Anyway, girl, yeah. I got some cards just for that too. I did a little copycat of his cards, but just for women. Y'all laughing. I'm serious. See, people try to make us feel like we're insecure. And I'm gonna tell you something else too I didn't like. Just because we up talking late. Let me tell you something else I don't agree with. When you expect for church purposes, when you in church, it's a lot of single women in church. Single women need to have their own men. See, I couldn't be married in the church. And my husband, deacon, whoever, or just brother, whoever, you ain't finna be asking my husband shit. Hear it. What you want, sis? What you need? It's some fast women in the church. And these women, I feel sorry sometimes for them pastors, because them pastors get off of more pussy than the man in the street. Because women are attracted to power. They know they know the pastor getting the tithes and offering. They want some too. You feel me? These women too provocative. And they will try you. And you think a man out here, and I'm talking about some of my friend girls that's still in church. We read some church stuff too this weekend. Girl, every sister ain't a sis. You feel me? These hoes are trolls. And they trying to be a mole. You feel me? You got to watch them hoes, honey. You got to watch them hoes. And let me tell you something. If you're a woman watching this and you go to church, stop asking that woman husband for favors. Stay out that husband's face. And I'm gonna tell you what I used to do when I went to church. Because especially when I used to need a little work done on my truck, I used to always go ask the wife, "Do you mind if I ask your husband about working on my truck? Or can I call you?" Something like that. But make yourself known to that wife so she don't see any kind of motive on you. But stay out these men faces in this church. I mean, let them hold, because they're going to hold anyway. But don't let them hold with you and y'all at the church, okay? Let them hold somewhere else in the street. Yeah, we were talking about that too the night, me and my daughter and on Saturday. This church stuff then got to, this sister so-and-so, she need help. That heifer better go out there in them streets and find her a damn man to help her. She ain't strange to it. And single parents, look, your baby daddy might have left you with that child or them children. Where your brothers at? Where your cousins at? Where your male cousins at? Where your daddy at? Stay or find the single men in the church to help you. Now you might have to give up a little bit of pussy. I don't know. Because them men in the church, they like to screw too a lot. You feel what I'm saying? You might have to give up a little bit of ass. I don't know. Do what you got to do, but just leave them married men at church alone. Yeah. Because the stuff we went over this weekend, I was like, girl, I know she didn't. Talking about she's some goddamn woman or guy. And no, child, that I couldn't be married in church. Not no. Because what you want, sis? What you need? See how these eyes stretch out? No, you're not finna come next, my man. That's not insecurity. That's stopping the devil right in their tracks. Hold up, sis, what you need? What you need my husband for? Your tire flat. There's some single men around that corner. Direct her. You need to go and talk to them single men. Ask some single men to help with your tire, help with your car. Married men do not need to be helping single women, especially at all, but especially in the church. Hey, God. Because then your bill's going to start looking funny. You know why? Because that sister get over there getting it. She ain't getting that tire fixed no more. She over there giving up some cat to get your money from your man, from your husband. But you talking about, that's sister so-and-so. She just as sweet as a peach. And Miss Peaches get wet for your husband. So if you ain't here married as well, you tell your husband, hell no, you can't help sister so-and-so. Go tell brother such and such to go help her fast ass. Because there's too much sex going on in the church too. Okay? That's not insecurity. That's common sense. It's common sense. Should be, but if it ain't, it is going to be over here. Okay. Doggone right. How can we help you? Stopping right in the tracks. Stopping right in the tracks, honey. Yeah, we got to keep it real. We got to keep it real, honey. That's what for God. Even when I get married, like I said, I'm not looking to fall in love, but I do want to love a man again in my life. I do want to love now, and I want a man to love me. Now, and if he want to go to church, I'm going to church. But I'm telling you right now, sister so and so is not coming. What you need, sis? And you got to have them. You got to give her that look. What you need? Look her up and down. Check that spirit. Check your past ass. See, I got to get my mouth together before I can go back in church. Because I might say, what you want, ho? What you need? Someone want your car? Okay, what you want over here? We finna go home. We going home. Me and him and me, he and I, us, my husband and me. We going home. What you need, sis? Oh, I was gonna ask your husband. You were gonna ask my husband a damn thing. I'm gonna say that right in churches like that's what for God. Oh God, I'm not even gonna lie. You were gonna ask my husband nothing. You going around that corner to them single men. And if that pastor's single, you better go ask that damn pastor. Don't come asking my husband nothing. You got to get them just like that. People too saved and sanctified. They too fake for me. I can't do it. No. Y'all laughing. Okay, I ain't fooling with y'all. I'm about to hang up. But after Saturday, I was like, oh my God. Not in the church. Oh my God. Nope. You got to stop. You got to stop it right there. You got to stop it right there. And I'm gonna say it again. That's not insecurity. What did the Bible say? There is nothing uncommon. Nothing overtakes a man or a woman but the things that are common. Sex is common. It's natural. It's a lot of promiscuous women and men in the church. Then they online dressing all provocative. Y'all see I get a little sexy up. My daughter got me last week. She mad about my little black and white shirt. She don't like me showing my cleavage. I told her, girl, I'm still single. Because she had me on this little dating profile. Let me tell y'all this real quick. My baby put me on this little dating profile. Oh my God. Trying to find me a deacon in church. Y'all, now look. Y'all know I'm fluffy. Right. This deacon that was sending these messages, this man was so naming God big. Two big people ain't too good together. He was real round. I said, no, sir. Look at this. What I'm going to do with this? But that man was trying to get me out. I had to delete that whole profile. But yeah, so I'm just saying, women, we dress sexy. We dress sometimes a little sexier when we're single. But you get to keep them sexy women when they come around your husband. If they don't know how to dress, when you are around somebody else's husband. Somebody else, man, you could wait your titties out over here. Where you going, sis? Zip that up. Girl. But anyway, that's my end. I ain't fooling with y'all because we'll be on here all night. I just had to come give y'all that. Y'all up here laughing. Y'all ain't taking nothing I'm saying serious. I'm telling y'all, you got to keep this stuff 100. There's a lot of stuff out here, girl. There's a lot of stuff out here. Y'all got me. Give me. There's a lot of stuff out here. Lady, I'm serious. I did. I told my daughter, I said he can have a little meat on his bone, but he can't, he can't be that big. That health. He too healthy. He too healthy. You know what I'm saying? He's a little bit smaller because how we gonna do it? She told my mom. I said, but no, that man big. I'm still big. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lose some, but he got to lose some too. He look like he comfortable and he was older. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with a big person. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Everybody is in need of somebody. Okay? Okay, good. Very good. Yeah. Chickadee, for real. We got to keep it 100. See, people let people try them too much. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I also feel like the Lord did not have marriage to me early in life. I was too hood. I'm still hood now. I'm working on it because I'm up here with y'all. But you're not fitting. Ain't no spring chicken or no old chicken coming up in my husband's face, my boyfriend's face like that. Old school hoe or new hoe. You ain't getting none of your bills paid off, my man. Hell to the no. Hell no. We're paying bills together. Okay? I'm not doing that. Whole God, I'm not doing it. Yeah, see, I got chickadee, I got stomach. You know what I'm saying? This man right here, he was, I don't like saying that F word because it is ugly and harmful, hurtful. But he was on up there. But he was tearing that profile up. Talking about he deacon so and so. I would love to take you out. Yeah, I bet you would. Can't get these titties. Ain't too big. Me and him both got titties. It's about the same size as mine. No, I can't. I can't do that. Anyway, listen. Um, Ladybugs, in case y'all don't know, we have a Keeping It Real Clubhouse. This Clubhouse is on Zoom only, and you don't have to sign up every month if you don't want to, because this Wednesday's chat is going to be about spiritual attacks on the other woman and just things we need to look at in that. It's going to be on Zoom so we can be open, so we can be explicit, so we can be real, how I'm partially being on here. You feel me? I'm not doing no comedy. I'm not letting y'all psych my head up with that. And y'all know I stutter. I mess up on the words sometimes. I'm not finna get out here and mess up like that. No, ma'am. But thank you. Anyway, but the Keeping It Real Clubhouse is so that we can be real about whatever topic we're going to have that month. I would love to have you all join when it's affordable for you, when it's needed, or you just want it. It's membership only. The membership ain't free. Why? Because I got trolls. I still got Antonio X holes on me. Oh my God. See, that's why I'm going to go ahead and give him some pussy, because they won't leave me alone. Hold on. Since we there, let me say this right here about third parties too. Let me tell you what you don't want to do. When a woman has removed herself from a third party, let me get this too. When a woman has removed herself from a third party and she is not sleeping with that man, don't harass her. Don't harass her. You know why? Because you may irritate her so bad that then she gonna hump your man. Our GP, general principle. I told you I wasn't sleeping with him. I told you I wasn't bothering that. See, now I'm gonna let him eat my cat again and make him come home and kiss you. See, that's what happened. Don't do that. Somebody has got to teach y'all. You have got to know the truth. You see what I'm saying? Don't harass her. Don't psychic attack her, especially if she has removed herself, if she is not sleeping with him. And likely if a woman ain't sleeping with a man, it's because she don't want to sleep with him. It's not so often that he don't want to sleep with her, okay? See, now I got to give Antonio some ass because they keep stalking me. They keep harassing me. So I got to fuck them. I got to give them some. I got to. General principle. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there because I'm going to do it. I already got some lingerie and some shoes. I already purchased it. I'm gonna do it. I came up with I'm gonna do it. General purpose, general principle. Period. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep me out your mess. You feel what I'm saying? They left me with no choice. I got to give them some. I'm gonna give it to them real good. I might record it and send it to them since they're sending me stuff. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, when you're in these third parties and somebody has removed themselves, leave that person alone. They're not a threat to you. It's the people that's in it. It's the people that's in it. You feel me? So don't make the situation worse for you by harassing somebody that's not a threat. Who that talking about they can't breathe? You better breathe over there, girl. You better breathe. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I need women to get it together. Women may still have. I had a lot of love. I was very much in love with Antonio, and I represented him and shouted him out a lot, unbeknownst to me, things that was going on. When I found out what things was, I stayed out of it. I began to gradually pull back. I deleted over 1,000 videos. You feel me? So I was trying to show respectfully I'm not a threat. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I was lied to as well. But y'all, they can't keep my name out their mouth. So now I got to let him eat some coochie again. It's what it is. That's what I learned from my grandma and them. Go and let them get it. Wrong or not, I'm going to do it. Swear for God, I'm not even going to lie. You can go ahead and cry tonight or tomorrow night. It's getting done. I'm a bend this big back white on over. I might even play the big back song. Since they keep calling me fat, black, things like that. You gotta learn when to leave a person alone, especially when they have left you alone or they have come out from amongst the situation. That's Old Testament. That's why I didn't understand they dumb. They're some biblical dummies. I'm saying now I didn't show y'all biblically and spiritually. I'm not in that. Okay, but anyway, listen. So let me get that too. When you in a third party, you got to know who to mess with and who not to mess with. When to mess with them and when not to mess with them. Because that person can probably get the money. They may already be getting it. You feel what I'm saying? They may already be getting it. But they still being quiet. Trying to keep things on the low. But you keep harassing them. Therefore, they're going to get you. Okay, you keep telling these lies saying, I'm doing it. I have not been doing it. But hey, he going to get some free pussy now. I'm going to be a riot. I'm going to give him some good coochie. Give him some good loving. I'm going to give him some good honey love. They won't leave me alone. Exactly. Chickadee, you got to know when to hold him and when to fold him. I'm going to fold his ass right on back up. And toes going to be balled right back up. Girl, oh my God, y'all. The way they dropped those nuggets on Saturday about those halls, that Listerine thing, the Jolly Rancher and the tongue, I learned some stuff on Saturday. Good God. I learned some stuff on Saturday that PORN ain't never taught me. Oh my God, girl. I tried to record it, but I couldn't because it was too sensitive. Yes, honey. So yeah. See, y'all just up here laughing. Y'all ain't taking this stuff serious. I can't say what they said, y'all, because it's too explicit. And it's not so much of what they said. She showed us. Talking about whispering. V, sit your rump down. And what I love about my friends, they want us to succeed in relationships. So they educate us on how to, because we different ages. They educate us on how to please a man. That's old school stuff. Well, girl, I'm new to it, but I'ma tear Antonio ass up. Sure enough. Yep. They was giving me some help, some tips on Saturday. Now see, I don't like that grapefruit stuff. Cause she told us about that. Then I don't like that. Grapefruit has that bitter taste to it. So she took an orange. Let me tell you what she told us, how she demonstrated. She used a cucumber and an orange. Then a cucumber and what's that thing called? Or grapefruit. And did the hole in the middle. And then she took the cucumber and peeled it so it wouldn't have any skin on it. And then used one with like the hole on it, the skin on it, so you could tell the difference. Yeah. Pop Rocks candy? Girl! Now that's an old school candy. What you do with that? They still make that candy? That's old school candy. Like from the 80s and 90s. She told us about that Jolly Rancher. Yes, ma'am. She told us about that Jolly Rancher, honey. Girl. Uh-huh. Girl, after Saturday, I learned so much. I was just like blown. Oh, Dallas. I have not seen that candy in years. Mm. Look at what Chickadee just said. A wise person told her it's a difference when a person is laying up for fun and laying up for keeps. Now that's a nugget. Hmm. All right, ladybugs, I'm gonna end it there. Y'all spy on your men. You gotta spy sometimes outside of tarot readings because you need, and sometimes you may need to study some cards yourself or have a friend to study them and learn them. And y'all, become creative like my group and I have, and make some cards just for that group to help y'all to understand him, and not just understand him naturally but understand him spiritually. Look at the different parts of him. There's an app that Cherie has everybody using. She's had me on it for a couple of years, for about 3-4 years now. It's called Time Passage, Passage. Download that app. Just on the free stuff, you get a lot of information. You put in your birth chart, but I think if you buy the Time Pro, because I have the Pro, you can pull up your birth chart, his birth chart, and compare them. Not just for you. She did stuff for our children, help us understand with our children. Some people are grandparents. She looked at grandkids. She looked at relationships. She looked at, siblings and things like that. So those things are important when you begin to do life with a person or people. Um, Tarot is good. I love it. But because we force tarot to show us things, sometimes we need to get a more in-depth look. And sometimes sometimes a more in-depth look means you got to use a little more. I pulled out my little gadget here. It's the yes or no thing that swings back and forth. So we got down into some nasty, raunchy questions, honey. So yeah, it is okay to pull somebody else's birth chart when you are having sex with them, when you are in a serious relationship with them, and most definitely if you live with them or married to them. Yes, it is. When your children, to help you understand your children, definitely. To help you understand your parents, grandparents, siblings, absolutely. You don't want to just look in any and everybody birth chart, but you do want to look into the people's birth chart that's close to you or that you want to be close to you. Absolutely, Leslie. I absolutely agree with that. There are so many levels to men and women, and we need to get to know each part of ourselves and each part of him, or whatever your companion desire is. Well, ladybugs, y'all have a good night. It's definitely been a good one. This is our late night chat. I enjoyed it. For those that will, drop some hearts in the comment section or in the chat here. For those that come along and watch this after this, if you have a nugget that will help us as women, drop it. If you are in a third party, I will always recommend you are your best priority. Prioritize you. Don't spend so much time focusing on who the other woman is or what's going on with her. Make sure you're getting what you're supposed to get, what you need to get, and what you want to get. Make sure you do not lose you trying to find out who she is. No, Bettina, we're not going to read your birth chart. I don't even do birth chart readings anymore. I'm educating on another way for people to look into people's life as well as their own, and not just a romantic relationship, but your family, your children, business partners. That's something I look into now when I know people's information. The birth chart is not just to spy about, commitment and things of that. You see other components of a person. So when you use it and combine everything, we combined everything on Saturday. So that was like an 8-9 hour meeting. We use every aspect that we can to make sure our life is not, damaged, messed up, or just wasting life with a person or because of a person. All right, ladybugs, y'all have a good night. Peace and blessings. Great day. I truly hope this helped. I enjoyed you all. Namaste.